Mykhailo Vasylyovych Drapatyi was born on November 21, 1982, in Kamianets-Podilskyi, Khmelnytsky region, Ukraine, to a family of teachers from a young age. He aspired to a military career, influenced by his upbringing in a modest, education-focused household. After completing high school, Drapatyi enrolled as a cadet at the Kharkiv Institute of Tank Forces, also known as the Verkhovna Rada Institute of Tank Troops, where he studied military tactics and armored warfare, graduating in 2004 as a lieutenant during the period of Ukraine's Orange Revolution. Drapatyi's early military service began in the 72nd Separate Mechanized Brigade based in Biela Tserkva, under the command of then-Colonel Alexander Syrsky, who later became Ukraine's commander-in-chief. He started as a tank platoon commander and advanced through merit-based roles, including deputy commander of a tank battalion for weapons. During this time, he married and became a father to a son and a daughter, balancing family life with his growing commitment to the armed forces. His career gained prominence in 2014 amid Russia's initial aggression in eastern Ukraine. As a major and commander of the 2nd Mechanized Battalion in the 72nd Brigade, Drapatyi was deployed to the Donbas region in April 2014 in May. His unit played a pivotal role in liberating Mariupol from Russian-backed separatists, with Drapatyi personally leading an armored column that broke through a barricade, an action captured in a widely circulated video. By June, he conducted raids along the Russian border to disrupt militant supply lines. Later that summer, his battalion was encircled in the Izvaryne Cauldron, near the border for 28 days under heavy shelling. Drapatyi orchestrated a daring breakthrough, leading 260 soldiers and over 30 pieces of equipment through minefields and ambushes to safety, earning him widespread respect and a promotion to lieutenant colonel. Following these events, Drapatyi served as Chief of Staff for the 30th Separate Mechanized Brigade, adopting the call sign, Rubin. At 54F0 in August 2016, he took command of the 58th Separate Motorized Infantry Brigade, holding defensive positions in Avdiivka and along the Bakhmut Highway during ongoing hostilities in Donbas. He was promoted to colonel in 2019, D62 D30 that same year. He graduated with honors from the National Defense University of Ukraine at the strategic level, receiving the Queen's Transitional Sword of Honor from the British Ambassador to Ukraine, Melinda Simmons. Although considered for higher roles like Commander of the Ground Forces, he was instead appointed head of the training department in the North Operational Command in 2021 and promoted to Brigadier General by President Volodymyr Zelensky. At the onset of Russia's full-scale invasion in February 2022, Drapatyi was deputy commander of the Joint Forces, responsible for troop training. In March 2022, he assumed command of Operational Command South, where he halted Russian advances toward Kryvyi Rih with limited resources and later led the de-occupation of the right-bank Kherson region. He also commanded the Kherson and Odessa operational groups and contributed to planning operations, including landings on the left bank of the Dnipro River, though he was removed from direct oversight during the unsuccessful Krinky operation in 2024. In May 2024, amid Russian breakthroughs in the Kharkiv region, Drapatyi was dispatched to command the Operational Tactical Grouping, Kharkiv, where he stabilized the front, improved intelligence, and enhanced fire support systems while serving as Deputy Chief of the General Staff. By September 2024, he took over the Operational Tactical Group, Luhansk, addressing issues like inaccurate reporting from subordinates. His performance led to a promotion to Major General in October 2024. On November 29, 2024, Zelensky appointed Drapatyi as commander of Ukraine's ground forces, the youngest in the role's history. Amid ongoing Russian offensives and calls for military reform, he inherited a command plagued by managerial stagnation, including fear, lack of initiative, and systemic abuses, and responded by replacing half of his subordinate leaders and training officers, introducing digital tools for logistics and psychological support, and revising recruitment and training approaches. In January 2025, he was additionally tasked with leading the Khortycha Operational Strategic Group, overseeing intense combat zones from Kupiansk to Vlika Novosilka in Donetsk, while addressing challenges like the dysfunctional 155th Anna Kievska Brigade. D51E44 in March 2025, he publicly criticized military leaders for negligence following a Russian attack on another training site. Drapatyi's tenure as Ground Forces Commander ended abruptly on June 1, 2025, when he resigned after a Russian missile strike on the 239th Training Center in Dnipro killed at least 12 soldiers and injured over 60. He cited personal responsibility and frustration over unheeded orders to eradicate a culture of secrecy and impunity. However, after discussions with Zelensky, he withdrew the resignation and was reassigned on June 3, 2025, to commander of the Joint Forces, allowing him to focus solely on combat operations and frontline straight as of mid-2025. Drapatyi remains in this role, known for his workaholic nature, strategic acumen, delegation skills, and emphasis on valuing soldiers' lives amid Ukraine's ongoing defense against Russian invasion.